Hi everyone, Gigi Santoro, Santoro & Sons Real Estate Group, and today I want to talk to you about what's going on in the market, and I brought with me Edwin Davidian. He is a very well-seasoned lender in our marketplace and knows a lot about what's going on, and he works for House America Financial now. So Edwin, let's talk.
Hi,
all right? Hi.
Sure.
Good to see you again. Thank you for coming in. I am struggling with my clients. They are thinking that there's going to be a market correction in the next year or so. And in that conversation, they think it's better to sideline themselves and wait for that to happen. And I have brought across the argument that if the market is going to decrease in price, we're going to see an increase in rates. Because there's no reason for the market to decrease unless we have a problem. So obviously, take away a war, take away some of that kind of crazy stuff, but just talk about basic market conditions. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me here. And I think that's a great question. A lot of people are asking the same question. And we don't know. You're absolutely right on maybe there might be a market correction. But we don't know how much market correction it's going to be. So let's imagine. So today's market, a property you have at $850,000, right?
Okay.
So let's
That's
say
about an average price point.
average price point in this area, right? $850, okay? $850, and we don't know the number, but let's assume that $850,000 property goes down to a price of $800,000.
What is that percentage of correction?
I think it's about 6%.
Okay, which I think is very aggressive because we are a very stable market. So in maybe outer lying areas, you'll see bigger numbers, but closer to like where all the jobs are, Los Angeles, all those places, you'll see the market isn't going to correct as much because people, have to live close to work. So anyway.
So if we do that number, again, we're talking hypothetical here, right? So let's say that today you buy a property for $850,000. You put 20% down. That's what a lot of folks put 20% down. With a good credit and with a rate of 4.875%. Okay? The going rate, the payments on that property for a loan of $680,000 approximately, it will be $3,600 a month.
And that includes...
No, that doesn't include anything. That's just $3,600 a month.
Not
that's
insurance.
Just the payment.
Oh, that's just the...
Just the payment.
Okay.
Right? So, and if we compare to, and on that scenario, the borrower has put down $170,000, right? So purchase price $850, they put down 20%, $170,000. Payments, just principal and interest, $3,600.
Okay.
So if we compare that to if the purchase price goes down to $800,000, right? And they put 20% down. They put 20% down, the down payment would be $160,000.
Which is $10,000 difference.
Correct, $10,000 lower.
Okay.
However, let's imagine that the interest rate from 4.875 today goes up to 5.75%, which is very, very much there because today, as a matter of fact, the 10-year Treasury passed a threshold of 3%. We're at 3.02%. Our interest rate, mortgage rates are, directly correlated with the 10-year Treasury. So as the 10-year Treasury goes up, rates increases.
Correct. Okay.
So today, as a matter of fact, with everything, with the economy doing well, without barring anything catastrophic to happen, but I can really see the interest rates hitting 5.625, 5.75%.
By next year, 2019.
2019, right?
Okay.
So if we do the same example, $800,000 purchase price, 20% down, $160,000 down payment, the payments would be $3,740, which is $140 more than if they bought something today and paid $50,000 more. Okay?
Wow.
And let me tell you something different. Interesting fact, if you take that $800,000 purchase and you put 20% down, right? And you take a lesser loan, which in this case the loan is $640,000, for the life of the loan for 30 years, you will end up paying $705,000 in interest. Okay? Compare that to if you had you purchased the property for $850,000 today and put 20% down, you will end up paying $616,000 in interest.
Oh, so you're going to pay less interest if
Because
you buy now because the rate is lower.
Exactly. Not only your payments are lower, approximately $140 a month, but within 30 years you paid about $89,000 less interest.
Right.
So I mean, so the market correction, I think really people need to take into consideration the interest rates and the payments so that we can figure out what's beneficial for them. So based on our conversation here, I think people have to jump in right now and buy now while the interest rates are lower and forget about thinking what the correction might be.
Well, I think we have a lot of confusion about the correction because we have had a pretty crazy time in the last 5 or 6 or 7 years where we saw the market crash. We saw rates, go low, and then we saw pricing go low, and people bought amazing homes, and now they're looking at selling those houses, and they're looking to buy exactly what they're selling because everybody's in the same boat. So it's a different market, obviously, but we're not going to see 12% or anything high, double-digit correction. I don't think in predicting the interest rates going up. It makes sense for us to be looking at the market and looking for houses now, and not waiting a year hoping for that 6% correction or whatever it is, because we may end up paying more in the long run. So I so appreciate you coming out, Edwin.
Absolutely.
It's great to see you, and thanks for your time.
Likewise.
And you guys know if you need a lender, you need to call Edwin, and his contact information is down below. And if you need a real estate agent, you need to call me because I have a lot of great people in our stable of vendors that can help you do whatever you need to do. So give us a call. Gigi Santoro, Santoro & Sons Real Estate Group. Have a great week.
Thank you.